Well, my friends, they are putting the people who incited the January 6th Trump riots in charge of the investigation into what happened on January 6th. Yes, there's going to be a January 6th commission, but much the same way that Donald Trump wanted his own lawyers investigating what happened and telling legislatures what happened with the election.
I need 11,000 votes. Give me a break.
Exactly. They are going to put in some of the very Republicans whose denial of the election results and rhetoric fomented those very riots, which they will now be investigating. This is like what? Putting O.J. Simpson in charge of what happened to Nicole Brown Simpson. This is like putting, take your pick. I mean, it's just a wealth of analogies and metaphors, and none of it makes any sense. But the goals of Kevin McCarthy, the House Minority Leader, in choosing the people that he chose for this are very, very clear. Esquire has a nice article by Charlie Pierce about this called "Kevin McCarthy is Stacking the January 6th Commission with Big Lie Advocates," just dumping in the very people who fomented these riots to begin with. Let's read. "This commission, while certainly better than nothing, is doomed to sink beneath the weight of congressional inertia." Charlie writes, "I am perhaps not wise in the ways of Washington, but I fail to see what sense it makes to allow members of Congress who have demonstrated their allegiance to the gross untruth that was at the root of all the violence onto the special commission tasked with investigating the January 6th insurrection." Quoting from the Washington Post, that Kevin McCarthy has selected, listen to this, Congressman Jim Jordan from Ohio and Jim Banks from Indiana, two massive big lie perpetuators, as well as Rodney Davis, Kelly Armstrong, and Troy Nehls. The lawmakers met with McCarthy on Monday. Banks said that he has accepted McCarthy's invitation to serve as the top Republican on the panel, quote, "because we need leaders who will force the Democrats and the media to answer questions so far ignored." I hope you guys know what that means. Like, I hope you understand that the point of selecting these people, in particular Banks and especially Jim Jordan, is they aren't going to be going in with the perspective of, wow, there was violence, who caused it, and let's hold those people accountable. That's what would make sense. They're going to go in with the perspective of, wow, there was some violence and it was warranted because the election was stolen and there was every reason to believe that Donald Trump may have been the rightful winner of that election. This is how backwards this commission is going to be. So the position we're now in is one of having to ask, well, okay, so Republicans, number one, who are investigating, quote, investigating, are perpetuators. They should be witnesses rather than investigators. But number two, they're not really even going to investigate. They're going to try to perpetuate the big lie as a justification for what took place. These people were angry. And okay, some committed crimes and the court system will deal with that. But these people were rightly angry because it does appear as though there was funny business here and there was funny business there. And we had all the reasons to believe that the election may not have been done the way it should have been done. That's what they're going to do. So then the question is, well, is it a net gain to do it at all, given that Democrats will have their opportunity to show the violence and all of the other stuff? I actually question it. I actually question it because the people who are going to fall for the Republican approach to this committee, to this commission, aren't even going to listen to what the Democrats have to say. And I really question what is going to productively come out of this. I'm not sure if it's a net gain, quite frankly. Let's look at a little bit more here. Among the 5 white men selected by McCarthy, 3 of them voted against certifying the current president's victory. All of them voted against impeaching Trump for his role in inciting the violence that descended upon the Capitol. To be entirely fair, Nehls, a former sheriff, apparently was of invaluable assistance to the Capitol Police when Congress was under siege. Of course, Tiger Beat on the Potomac has found the proper euphemisms. While the California Republican took his time deciding between naming more experienced members to the probe, filling his seats with firebrands, and refusing to tap any members at all, McCarthy ultimately chose to go with the former route with his selections. His picks have the committee leadership and oversight chops to counter Democrats who are expected to use the select panel to hammer Trump and the Republican Party for fueling the deadly assault on the Capitol, in which Jim Jordan is no longer a firebrand. If he takes this as an attack on his previous 4 years of service, he might burn the Capitol down. So this is going to be an absolute gong show. We may cover some or much of it, or maybe none of it live. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do yet. But if you're expecting that aha moment, maybe a come to Jesus moment, for lack of a better term, where Republicans, the vast majority, will say, wow, Trump really had a lot to do with what happened on January 6th. No, that's absolutely not going to happen. And what will come of this remains a real question. One of our sponsors is Four Sigmatic, the company best known for their delicious mushroom coffee. Four Sigmatic's mushroom coffee is organic, fair trade, single origin Arabica coffee with both lion's mane and chaga mushrooms. Chaga mushrooms have actually been shown to have potential in supporting the immune system in peer-reviewed studies. I've been drinking Four Sigmatic coffee a lot lately. It actually doesn't taste anything like mushrooms. It just tastes like any delicious coffee, but it's really easy on my stomach, doesn't give me any jittery feeling or a midday crash. And they have over 20,000 five-star reviews. And best of all, if you don't love it, you'll get 100% of your money back because they stand behind their product. You've got nothing to lose by giving it a try. Four Sigmatic is giving my audience up to 40% off and free shipping when you go to foursigmatic.com/Pacman. The link is right underneath this video.